On the ground after the collapse, near chaos as people who live in the building search for answers. Chris Baldo was in his first floor apartment when the garage below went down.
So all of a sudden I hear it sounded like an earthquake or a plane hit the building. I just looked out and you're just watching everything just collapse.
They had an overhang by the lobby entrance, glass enclosure. That came down on 2 floors of an underground parking garage.
Rachel Laval was on the bottom floor of the garage in her car. She had nowhere to go.
There's a huge cloud of white smoke. And then as I approach it, and I stop the car, and I'm looking in front of me, and I realize the collapse is in front of me.
As water and dirt surrounded her car, Rachel headed for the stairs. On ground level, she couldn't believe what she saw.
So then once I come out, I'm standing over it, and there's like 100 by 100 foot hole in the ground in front of the concierge desk.
Where is she?
Take care of it.
We've been looking for an hour to keep bringing us around in a circle.
As the day goes on, a frustrated Irene Casapula searches for her sister, angry with rescue crews. Her sister was saved. Dennis Parham says he barely escaped, though. He took these pictures of the collapse from his 8th floor balcony.
I could see the canopy. I could see cars that were below grade level into like a sinkhole.
And Roxanne, Eric, that's exactly what it looked like. These cars looked like they had been swallowed up by a sinkhole, and those pictures were really amazing that Dennis had there. Those residents and all of the others in the area from that building were asked to go to 280 Prospect Avenue. That's the staging area where the Red Cross is located. They had water and food brought in to help these people. What their main goal was, right now, is to find out exactly how many people have been accounted for so they can see if there may be any other people who have been unaccounted for who may still be in that building. But again, they are continuing their search for one person who is trapped inside a car in the rubble at this moment. Roxanne, Eric, back to you.
Okay, Dawn. Dawn Pellis reporting from the scene in Hackensack. Thanks, Dawn.
And keep it right here on News 12 New Jersey. We will have continuing coverage of this breaking story that we've been following for you all day long.
All right. You saw it. They said sinkhole. YouTube, Joe, everybody, they said the word sinkhole. The girl said 100 by 100 foot hole in the ground. And I also wanted to point out that yesterday in the news, I will show you, this was on mainstream news. I saw this on CNN or some other cable news channel. Tampa sinkhole swallows car, forces evacuation. You see closer here, this guy's car, probably about 2 stories below ground. I saw this on the news. They said that they were fearing that the sinkhole was going to get larger. They weren't going to try and move the car. And they also said that yesterday in the afternoon when I saw the report, the sinkhole was starting to approach the house's foundation. So it's kind of interesting that on one day news reports small sinkhole, then the next day, you know, a larger sinkhole where the building, or part of a building comes down. And if we look here in the WebBot report, see it? They will talk about an electrical problem. Can't find it. Maybe it's here. Anyway, it talks about a brick building, that we would see images of a brick building beneath the surface of the ground, and the brick building would be filled with electronic goodies, and that would be an event that would probably represent the loss of power, loss of internet connection, things like that. So I guess everybody, all WebBot followers out there, be looking for the event that shuts down water, power, cable, internet services. And I'll talk to you again, YouTube.